Okay, I want to say hello again everybody and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be doing something fun. I'm just going to try and do one or two simple characters. One or two, I don't know for sure. Just draw them and just try and make it nicer, basically. So let's see what I can do. I'm going to do a rough. I don't want to like spend ages on detail, but it's going to be like something more, I don't know, let's see. So I'm going to do this here. Let's have a couple of characters in the one scene, I think. So I want to have my shoulder line about here and the other one about here, so the hips about there. I'm going to do a circle for the circles for the shoulders. I'll even put a circle in for the hips. I'm just doing it my way today. Let's think about this. Circles for the elbows. I've not really thought this through with the arms positions are going to be. I think this hand's going to be about there. I want to have this hand about there. So like that, holding on. Okay, it's going to be a female character. You know me. Come straight up here, and the elbow's going to be about here. And it's going to join in here. The funny thing is, this is like in front. Okay, so the front of the body is about here, but the front of the body is about here. But then it twists back. So is that right? Is that going to look right? We need to see. See, there is too much of a twist. So we're going to have it like that. Now this one is closer to us, so it's weird. I want to have some kind of hand position here. I'm thinking, I don't know what. Okay, I'm just trying to imagine now the fingers. So one's like pointing towards us, sort of thing, and the others are. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's, I know what, I find it really hard to draw hands. By the way, I think I've told you many times before. But anyway, regardless, I don't want that position anyway. So maybe I know. Do a bit of a breastage here. Bit of breastage to about here, so that's going to come around about there. Another one about here, and I'm going to have, yeah, okay, I have one end. See, the funny thing is like there's got to be something for people to hold. You know, is what I'm trying to say. You know, it makes sense. There's got to be something for characters to hold, to actually place their hands in a certain position, if that makes sense. That's how I feel anyway. So I'm going to put this here. See, already I'm getting some better shape. So I'm trying to imagine where the fingers are. I'm not trying to make it look like a witch. This means this will probably be about there. There's this bumpy bit here. Okay, that's there, and then this goes about there. So I'm really making this like a nicer one, if you see what I'm saying. Now okay, let's work this out. So almost curves and stuff. The body's going to go about there. The belly button's about there. The back kind of area. This is really like curved in here, and then about there. This is about, the belly button should be about here. It should move the belly button across. Imagine you could do that. So that's going to go about there. Okay. Christ, right back. It's a real twist. Really is a twist. And that's about there. This hip is lower. Okay, and this is going to be about here. It's really like a nice pencil kind of sketch thing I've got going on here. This is going to be here, see, okay, and that's going to be in there. We've got a bit of muscle here. Having a good layout setup is good, isn't it, I must say. Like having that stick figure thing down. Looks like she's more, I don't know, it's like, right, you know, it's right, but, okay, hold on. Okay, it should be like, I feel like this hand should be a little bit out, further out, but plus it would give a bit more position. Like if it makes sense, like her right elbow, this one, it seems like it's a little bit too close towards us, if you see what I'm saying. It's like it should be further back, away from us, and then this should be rolled back a little bit. So it's more, rather than being here, it should be like about here. You see what I'm saying? Like the arm about here, that's what I feel it should be. But whatever, man. It's kind of too late now. It's kind of too late, so I'm going to just go with this. Making sure I got my proportions fairly right. Okay, so this is this. Making sure I got my proportions fairly right, as I say, yeah, so about there actually, yeah, okay, so face, we're going to have some good fun with the face in a moment, if we can. Okay, so let's work this out. Okay, so this is the position, so, oh my god, I really need to work this out, so it's just going to be about here, to understand where the middle part is. So I guess a lot of people really will put in a lot of time, see, to do nice looking characters, right? But the thing is, like with me, I don't mean I want to do crap, but it's like, well, sometimes I want to just like, I mean, you get faster as you practice, obviously, but it's like, I'm just saying I want to like pelt out some shit, no, some basically some you know, man, when a man's got to pelt out. No, I'm just saying. No, I mean, I want to just pelt out some good cartoons and comics and stuff, you know, and get some stuff done. It's like, I know you don't want to do shit art though, you know, but it's like the thing. So let's see, right, so we've got this basic thing going on here. Looking like the Joker's daughter or something. I'm trying to work this out. So here, obviously. Okay, I'm trying to work this out with the hair. Yeah. So it was a weird one. Okay. Okay, it's not too bad, not too bad at all. So look about there. Sometimes I feel like, oh, the head should be bigger or whatever, but that's not the case here, because I mean, you know, we don't need to see the top of that actually, because we're looking up, so kind of thing. But I was going to say, like, you know, with heads that are too big, what are you going to do? No, with heads that are too big is like, sometimes they look like childish, like a child, and we're not trying to draw a child in this image. So that bit there, I think. It's a bit better, yeah. And again, like here, it needs to be like that. Hang on. Maybe it does, but hang on. Yeah, okay, so just like that. Certain lines we can get rid of here. Yeah. A little bit lower, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's try to work out where that center is there. So the body. Okay. And then we got a nice looking, somewhat nice looking character. If the boobs were somewhere on the other side over here, I think it'd be a little bit better, like in terms of the way that's twisted there. You know, this hip a little bit wider too. And then work it. Yeah, no. I'm going to go on top of that and do some black lines now, some nice line art. Let's go and see what we can do. Okay, so I do like to do a nicer one, as I say usually, but it's like, it's the thing, you know. Oh no, it's just me, man, it's just me. So, you know, shit, man. Funny thing is, like, I'm pretty good at drawing over lines. Like, it's something you get faster at when you practice that a lot, you know. Sometimes those pencil type sketches look nicer, but it's like, the thing is, I won't say nicer, it's like sometimes they just look nicer, you know, but it's like then when you do the proper eye, it looks even much better, you know. And again, you should like really work with like various levels of thickness, you know, like what do you call it, pen pressure and all that, you know, helps a lot. Even here, see, do I want to have that like that? I don't know. I want that big shoulder like sticking up like that. So I don't think it was too bad. It was okay the way it was. Hoping that these the secret mess ups of my dreaded gremlin hands doesn't show up this time. I've got a thing about messing up hands. I have such trouble drawing hands. I really do. As you can see, you know, whatever. I mean, that's the last thing you want as well, you know. I mean, what a terrible thing, you know. You might draw a really nice picture, and then all of a sudden, you look down at the feet or the hands, and it's like, what the heck is wrong with this gremlin? And that is exactly what's wrong with sometimes, you know, the hands or the feet. Now, there's a feature in Fire Alpaca. Okay, Fire Alpaca, another software I like to use. There's another feature, okay, where you can like just temporarily flip the view while you're drawing, you know. And it's really good. Like, you can just change the view, like flip it left to right, or things like that, you know. Rotating is another good thing you can do. You can do it in this too, but I'm just saying things that I'm pretty familiar with that software. You know, I was using it a lot more before this, you know. And I'm just saying that, you know, just checking it out. Yeah, okay, so just checking it out. I'm just saying, like, it's one of the things, you know, I wish that I could find in this, you know, because it would be really handy. Handy. I'm drawing a hand here. So women's fingers are more pointy than men's, aren't they? So yeah, whatever. Men again are more defined usually with all the muscles and everything. Male characters and everything, you know, so that's another thing you got to think about. More hassle as such, depends. Some people are probably better at drawing male characters, you know. So we're going to get onto these eyes now. I'll go do the hair first, hold on. Just do the hair. Just finish these bits off, and I'm going to just quickly do this face quickly if I can. Just quick, but like simple but nice, like following what we've got there. Pretty good at it. It worked out, actually. It did work out. It worked out pretty well. Again, sometimes you see in these anime cartoons and stuff and manga where the eyebrows are actually shown through the hair like that. Like, I mean, you see the line go across, but I'm not doing that. That'll be fine for that, I think. Round a bit like that. It's nice. Yeah. Okay, you can put a little line for the eyelid. Sometimes you can do that, and it makes it nice, you know. But this one's not too bad or anything. Not a bad one at all. So I'm going to move that across there. We're going to have this pencil sketch one. We will, as I said I was going to do like two. I said I was going to do two, right? But I'm just going to do one in this. Okay, I'm going to go with the colours now. Just really quickly put some colours in, really quickly. Okay, let's go for it, man. So this is literally me just drawing this today. It's no reference or anything, and I'm pretty happy. I'm just basing it off of like reference practice that I've been doing and all that. And let me just turn this off for a minute so I can see what I'm doing. See, I've got this darker one below. It's just like really convenient. Just basic backgrounds. I usually have like a grey background, like a light grey, and then I've got a dark grey. There was a reason I had that, like in the beginning, like for like shading and stuff, and then what I'd do is I'll add some colour on top, but to certain pictures. But I'm just saying for this, it's quite handy because it gives me like a darker background to look at if I want to just quickly do that quickly, just see what I'm doing, making sure I'm not going outside the lines. I want to colour it nicely, this one, to the point. Okay, so we're going to go on top of that. Hold on one second. Here, make sure it's all nicely done. Doing another layer. Just remember, when you're colouring, when you are colouring, all of the colour layers should be layered properly. So by that I mean all of the colour layers should be layered properly, like as in what's on top of what. Like, so I'm doing the hair here, it's like on top of the skin, like it's going to go over the face, you know. Same for like the clothes are on top of the body, you know. It makes it easier to draw, so you don't have to go around to colour, I mean, so you don't have to go over like you don't have to worry about going over, you know, trying to paint around certain features. You can just paint straight over it or straight under it, depending, you know, as long as you're on the right layer for the right stuff. And certain things you might not need to have, you know, unless they're overlapping. Usually you might not need to have them on the, but you work on certain layers, you see. That's what I'm trying to say. You'll have them either on certain layers or not, you know. a little yellow one here for this. I'm going to do, there should be a line here for this. A black line in a moment, I'll do one. Put these here. Line. Nearly done with the base colour. We'll just put a little bit of shade in, as I say. I'm not going to go too crazy. Leave that like that, you know. Put a bit of a shine on it in a moment. Quick black line here for this part here. Good. Okay. Erasing little areas, cleaning up certain things. Okay, good. I'm going to just merge them down now. Excuse me. So the line layer is on top. I was going to say the line layer must be on top of the colour layers, okay, whatever it is. So they're done now. I'm going to give a darker one and then another version, so you'll see in a moment. Darker version, so there's a bit of shadow. Then we'll put the shines on the hair at last, okay. Going for the eraser. I'm going to have the same thing, like the lights on the right hand side, I'm imagining. Wow, it's actually not much of a contrast there, so let's make it even darker. Slightly darker, I mean. Yep. Okay, and just imagining where the light's coming from. The light's coming from the right hand side in this picture. Try and do this nicely. There. You know, I've really got to practice drawing hands, though. I mean, because this one's like just about getting away with it, but it's like, damn, like, you know, I don't know. It's hard to draw hands and feet right sometimes. I mean, for me, but it's just a matter of like understanding the shapes. That's all it is, and then ways of working the shapes in a quick way. Like stuff you've learned, like when you see like tutorials and stuff online of people, or people showing certain things, you know, like how to do things. It's funny sometimes because you think, oh, that used to be hard for me, but now when you know it, you just know it, you know. It's just funny. So it's looking alright, this one. I'm going to merge that one down with that and then make another one with the highlights now. But I think how I'll do that is I'll just bring this one down first. Should I? Yeah. A little. I'll just lighten it up if I need to later on. And then go here. Ooh, is that right? It is. It's going to look dark when I first change this, okay? It's going to look dark, but you see I get that highlight. I want a strong, like, glowing highlight. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this lighter. I'll bring the whole image lighter in a moment, so it won't be this dark. But you'll still see this, the same amount of shading and stuff, and highlights and shadows and everything. Put that one there. Very strong highlights, I must say. Little thin highlights, you don't want to go crazy with the highlights. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, man, that's alright, man. I'm going to bring this down. Okay, I'm going to make this brighter. See? A little bit brighter, see? Playing around with the levels a little bit. That's about right, actually. Yeah, hold on. Give it a slight blur as well in a moment. Slight blur in a moment. Slight blur. Not like that. It's just ever so slight blur. Ever so slight blur. Ever so slightly. I'll bring that background back in a minute. Yeah, just like that. And I think that's going to be alright. I think what I'll do is I'll give it a light colour, like a light. What colour should we have? Maybe a bit of blue, a bit of pink. We'll see how a bit of blue, a bit of pink. Yeah, it looks better, don't it? You know what I mean? A bit better there. You know, like that. That looks better. Yeah, some nice colours going on. But that's, you can sketch off and our actual thing off. You know, there we go, as such. And what I'll do is I'll just cut this out here, so it's like a nice size. Okay, and I think that's one of the better ones. See, when you take time on stuff, you can do much better stuff. I think if I take more time on stuff, I'll be able to do better stuff in general. You know, cut it a bit longer, just about there. Hold on. Oh shit, hold on. It's what we're looking for. That's what I'm looking for anyway, this. That's good stuff, I'm just saying that. I'm going to just save that as an image. Hold on. Shit, hold on. Save that as an image. Okay. I think we've done this one alright. Let me just turn it off. I said I was going to do 2, didn't I? I did say, but we didn't, you know, we wasted. It's already, well, it's not too bad. 26 minutes I spent on that one. So let's just check it out. There we go. That's your cup of tea. That's my cup of tea, I tell you. My cup of tea, this. Obviously, it's not the best. Again, it could be much nicer, but, you know, whatever. Rough lines and stuff, you know. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. Okay, thank you for watching, everybody. Take care now.